I'm in love with building products that just work. I'm coming from the user experience, from marketing, and every aspect that is related to growth in the company. It's building like a massive project. We are building the data team in the company. We have internal tool in the company that we call it Jarvis. This is our secret weapon.
Welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. Just sit back, relax, and learn from the leaders of today. It's a journey. Each one is different, unique, inspiring. Let's get started. This episode is powered by J Ventures, a community-driven VC fund in Silicon Valley in partnership with Leumi Tech, sponsored by Homeward Ventures, Hippo Insurance, Upwest Labs, Synergy Global, Hillel at Stanford, Leap, Birthright Excel, Serona Partners, and in media partnership with C-Tech. Welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. Let's talk about security with Sagi, co-founder and CPO of Perimeter 81. Sagi has been a serial entrepreneur since he was 9 years old. But instead of printing and selling stickers, he creates, scales, and optimizes SaaS solutions. Before he established Perimeter 81 and SaferVPN with Amit, he worked as a UX consultant for Siemens. Today, Sagi leads all of Perimeter 81's demand generation, marketing, and design. During his army service, he worked in the IDF's elite visual intelligence unit and later was a software developer at Imperva. He has a patent for the security of public Wi-Fi networks and received a B.Sc in computer science and economics from Tel Aviv University. Gidali, welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. How are you?
Very good. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you very, very much for being here. Quite an interesting background, entrepreneurial from a very, very young age, really loving products and embracing them today, co-founder and CPO of Perimeter 81, but previously sold SaferVPN to J2 Global. I'm really curious to hear about your own perspective on the entrepreneurial journey from such a young age, and sort of what is that bug that keeps bothering you that leads you to creating these awesome companies, both in the cyber world, but also in the stickers world. And I'd love to start over there. Tell me about, how you started as a kid, your very first business.
Yeah, it's a good question. That's my first initiative. Um, I'm in love with design. That's my passion in life, to be creative, to create things. So when I was 8 years old, I started to fight with my brother, and I don't know why, but my parents they bought us a design program before Photoshop and all
Okay.
of that. So they gave us the program, and apparently it worked brilliantly. We started to teach ourselves how to design and how to create different things. So once we got to a professional level, we said that we can monetize it. So I was in school, and what we did, we started to design stickers for notebooks, and we sold it to kids in my class and other people in the school itself. So it was like a very fun initiative, and ever since I did like many design gigs in my career, and also in the company today. We have a big studio of 8 designers, so I'm a big part of it.
Wow. So you really started your journey as a designer, not as not even just product, but a designer and sort of founder of these initiatives, right?
Yeah, so I started as a designer, but both me and Amit, my co-founder, we are computer geeks. So I started to deal with computer when I was 6 years old. I was also I did programming. I met Amit at the university. We studied computer science and economics at Tel Aviv University, and this is where we started like our entrepreneurial journey together.
Wonderful. What did that do to you? That experience. How old were you when you were selling those stickers?
The stickers, I was 9 years old. Nine.
Wow. Okay, 9 years old. That's even
Yeah,
younger than I thought. What does
yeah,
that do to a 9-year-old? Starting a business, designing, selling stickers, creating value.
yeah.
What does that do?
It was fun. I mean, to see that people like what you do. Um, So it was a very good feeling and motivating. So that was kind of like one of the drivers that brought me here today. Um, I'm always looking for new ways to create and do things. So at that time, I added the design program, and my father also bought us a printer. So we knew like how to combine and to do this stuff together. Um, so that was
Very,
like
very cool.
a
Very cool.
very nostalgic moment now.
And Sagi, how do you then transition from designing stickers to virtual private networks? How does that work?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I think that like it's like there are like like milestones in your life. One of the milestones was in the army. This is like where everything shaped like my desire to be an entrepreneur and to do and to build companies. And uh, I got into the virtual private network world in by accident. Um, Me and Amit, we did a course together in the university. We did a project. We bought an application. We built an application, and this application was to catch stolen cars. Um, so we participated
Sounds
in
simple.
Microsoft. It was a very interesting application, by the way. I think that today there is a company that is doing a similar thing. What we did, we put the phone on the windshield mount, and the camera was facing to the road. And every car that went in front of the camera, the phone took a picture automatically. And by using an algorithm, we managed to extract the license plate number, and we compared it with the police database. So this is what we did like in the
Wow.
university, and we got to a very nice MVP that was working. So we got in real time answers about cars in the road, if it's stolen or not. Um, and we wanted to raise money for this initiative, but it was very hard. We understood that it was dealing with insurance companies and dealing with the police and other lots of bureaucracy. So we decided to brainstorm. So we did it like for 2 months, looking for other ideas. And we were sitting in the Google campus, and we participated in a program that called Launchpad. So it was 2 weeks of mentoring, pitching, and we met like many different people. And in one of the times, there was a CEO of an edtech company that came to the campus, and he told us, Amit, Sagi, I need a VPN solution for my business. Today I'm paying tons of money. What can you do? And we said, I mean, I didn't know like about this market anything. And we said to him, okay, let us look. 30 days from now, you will have something that works. So eventually he came back after 30 days, and we gave him like the first version of SaferVPN. And he was our first paying customer. So that's how we started and
Incredible.
bootstrapped SaferVPN. So that's like the beginning of the story. After that, we did like a shift to consumers. We built a website. We built the entire like the payment system and all of that. Got to 10,000 of paying customers. Learned a lot of things during the way. Made tons of mistakes. One of them, we lost $1 million
Whoa, whoa,
overnight.
whoa. I have to hear about that.
So yeah, so that was like another that almost shut down the business back
Yeah,
then.
and I can see that you're laughing. I don't think you were laughing back then.
No, everything is good now, but back then it was like very stressful. So what we did, we wanted to change the website. We wanted to get a more organic visitors. So we did a huge project. It took us like more than 6 months to redesign, rewrite, add more content to the website, and we also moved to a different system. But the thing is that we didn't do QA. So when we pulled the plug on the old website and they launched the new one, nothing worked. So
Oh my
And it took us a
God.
lot of time to recover from the damage. So customers couldn't pay for the service. We couldn't acquire new customers because there was a thing with the billing system. So this is like a big thing that we learned, huge lesson. And we implemented the conclusions here in Perimeter 81, and we learned a lot from it.
Wow. So you sell SaferVPN, quite an experience overnight when with the website, and then you decide to start another company, Perimeter 81, a company, one of greatest Israel's prides today that probably every engineer here knows very, very well. Why start another company
Thank you.
after selling SaferVPN?
So it was a gradual process and very like a hard decision for us to do so, to pivot from the first company. So the first company it was successful, it was profitable, but the product itself, it was a commodity. We wanted to go to like a bigger and larger market. And in 2017, we heard like two trends in the market. First one, we heard it from our customers. The first one was that we saw the digital nomads, people that are walking from everywhere, uh, from the beach, coffee shops, and homes, way before COVID. And the second thing was about the shift to the cloud infrastructures. So there is no one perimeter. The office is not the main perimeter anymore, as the resources are moving away to different places. So the user is the center. So the approach is also changing to a user-centric approach. And that's where we understood that the legacy solutions are not adequate to the modern workforce. So me and Amit, we
Right.
said, okay, that's a huge market. There's no good solution for that. Let's sell SaferVPN and start from scratch and build Perimeter 81. And that's basically what we
Beautiful.
did. Yeah, so we launched
So
Perimeter
I have two
81 in
questions for you,
2018.
Sagi.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I want to know first, what does the 81 represent? Because essentially, the perimeter you're talking about, the boundaries that we have today are no longer the office boundaries, the geographical boundaries of where we work together. So what is this 81 piece of it? And then I really want to give me, dumb it down for me. What is a VPN, and why are virtual private networks an important part of our new daily life in this digital ecosystem?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the 81, it's simple. When we started to brand and strategize the new solution, the 81, we thought about like something that would be like a gimmick or something cool, like an icebreaker with investors and the market. So 81 is the unit, the intelligence unit in the defense forces. Amit is coming from the 81. I'm coming from a 9900, so it's much longer and doesn't go
Yeah.
well. So we stick with the with the 81. Um, so that's about that. And regarding VPN, so we gained lots of maturity with SaferVPN, how to run networks in large scales, automations, the SaaS experience, how to create a product that just works in a very seamless way. Um, and we decided to transform to do that also like in the business world. A VPN is it's a necessity. Basically, every company needs a way to get a secure remote access to internal resources of the organization. If it's in the cloud, on the on-prem, so you need a solution for that. And the VPNs, the legacy ones, are not good enough. They are like IP-based VPNs. They're protecting the on-prem, but they're not a good solution for the cloud resources. And you need one solution, a one-stop shop, which is a hybrid one, which is a modern one that was born in the cloud to handle this. So that's why we built Perimeter 81. The first use case is ZTNA, Zero Trust Network Access, which is a VPN replacement, but the vision is to build a holistic solution. Gartner calls it SASE, Secure Access Service Edge, and it's a consolidated solution of network and network security because we see that there is a paradox that IT managers are using many different tools. We call it the complexity trap. And by using many different tools, it creates vulnerabilities. So what we are doing, it's basically one platform that contains many different solutions. And by creating that simplicity, the meaning is security.
So simplicity is a theme that comes up often, not only I guess on on the website and in your product, but also in the way that you're thinking through the products. Why is it such a crucial piece of it? Why is simplicity such an important part?
That's the most common feedback that we get from more than 2,000 customers of Perimeter 81 is the ease of use, the user experience. And that's why we branded Perimeter 81 as the cybersecurity experience platform. The idea is that when you create something which is simple to consume and simple to use, you reduce the friction for the user. You can generate more visibility, and you can generate more security and more trust and credibility. By doing that and being like my experience, my UX experience, my product experience, that was one of our focuses while building the product itself. And it's one of the key differentiators of Perimeter 81 from our competitors. That's what allows us to gain more than 130, 140 new customers every month.
Incredible. How do you test for that? So is there, a way that if you now have to look at somebody and sort of help them through identifying the simplicity test of their own product, you sort of like, the grandma test or the mom test for an idea. What are some ways in which somebody can test for simplicity and build with simplicity as top of mind?
Yeah, so the answer is basically product-led growth and the frictionless process. So a customer can arrive to our website, he can sign up, he can attach the credit card, and he can build his own network. You don't need to wait to the sales team. You don't need to wait for implementation sessions. You don't need to wait several weeks or months for that. The idea is that overnight, you can transform your entire organization. And that's what we saw during the COVID times. When it all started, we saw like a huge spike that many organizations came and started to adopt this type of technology and platform.
Right, that makes sense. Now, if you look today at you, Sagi, because I'm seeing this dissonance here, because oftentimes, when you're talking about cybersecurity, I'm not facing a person who is so deeply, involved with the idea of building simplicity and building products that people love and seeing this delight experience and talking about the aha moments, product-led growth, right? So are you more of a cybersecurity guy, a networks guy, a product guy, an entrepreneur? Who is Sagi?
um, I'm so I understand cyber, I understand the networking, but that's not my forte. I'm I'm in love with building products that just work. I'm coming from the user experience, from marketing, and every aspect that is related to growth in the company. It's building like a massive project. We are building the data team in the company. We have internal tool in the company that we call it Jarvis. This is our secret weapon that basically allows us to take every tactical and strategic decision, and we have a full team that is engaged and onboarded with this tool that contains tons of information of every customer and everything that we do with very sophisticated algorithms and models. So I love to find ways to crack uh, the product market fit, to engage the conversion, to increase the conversion, to engage more with the customers, to find more new ideas that can do that. And that's what I do in the company. I'm pushing the teams. So I'm just planting the
And
seeds and
where do you
the
get that?
talented and the talented people here.
Where do you get the inspiration from to continue pushing, to continue innovating, to continue being creative and aim for simplicity?
I read a lot. I walk a lot. My brain is all the time is like thinking what I can do. I see like what our other companies are doing. I see what our competitors are doing. I see like um, I take ideas from other successful companies. I combine and do a mishmash from that. I'm coming like with new ideas. It just pops out, and I don't know. Somehow it's working.
Well, I have a feeling it's just like a lot of things. It's not an nothing is an overnight success, and it requires a lot of hard work and energy. And with the experience that you're bringing here and your mentality, I think it really shows. And I now understand why people are so inspired by the work of Perimeter 81.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I,
I really want to thank you for coming here. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's not a one-man show. It's all about the people that you have around you, and you must be surrounded with super talented and super innovative and creative people that can push and take it forward.
Incredible. Sagi, thank you very, very much. This was amazing and inspiring, and I love your product and I love the journey and the vision. So thank you and stay safe and stay healthy.